refer to as the trancer in our true crime workshop, and that's making yourself unavailable. Whether it's doing this or emotional or something you escape, she's already escaped. It's just a matter of getting out of that wire.
Yeah.
The interesting piece is contrast their body language.
Uh-huh.
Don looks oblivious to all of this. He's trusting us and paying attention to us. She's not. It's an interesting.
So recently we've been speaking a lot about Don and, his involvement in the Summer Wells disappearance. And I suppose some of the things that I've said has looked like I'm a bit of a Don Wells sympathiser. Yeah, that's it. And look, I'm not. This isn't about being sympathetic or not understanding the bad that Don has potentially done, and certainly not ignoring a lot of the things that Don has said. Some of the things that he has said in reference to Summer has made us all, I think, step back and be like, well, did he just say that? How can you say that? How can a loving parent of a missing child say some of the things that they have said? And look, there is always two sides to the story. We, as a whole, do not know what Don or Candus was like. We don't. We know what they've been like since the 15th of June 2021, when they were thrust into the media spotlight, in particular the YouTube platform, which, let's put it this way, we know that you can be crucified for nothing, and I'm not saying that they haven't done anything, but what I'm trying to say is, every single person on this platform who brings themselves on here, whether it be commenters in the comment section, channel owners, if you do something that is unpopular to a specific group of people and people who have a specific idea about what they feel about something, they're not happy when you go against that. People are judgmental. People have their idea of how things should be, what parenting looks like, what living looks like, what homes should look like. And, not everybody is the same. Not everybody has the upbringing that we all have that can sculpt their life into somebody else's interpretation of what that should be like. And it doesn't negate the fact that these people have done wrong when they've done wrong, but what I think it does do is it blurs the lines between what is factual in a case and what is complete and utter speculation based on the media train in certain directions. But look, with regards to the Summer Wells case, we heard there at the beginning that was the behaviour panel's interpretation of Candus Bly and how she behaved during questioning. The fact that Candus Bly was very, very guarding from the start, and it was all about her. Me, I'm uncomfortable, I'm being interrogated, I don't like it, I'm being attacked. And then you saw Don, on the contrary to that, he was very open, and it was like at that stage he genuinely didn't know anything. So, did he know anything? Did he later come to know something? Did he later become privy to exactly what happened on the 15th of June 2021? Or is Don just so good at lying that he managed to fool professionals in that field, people who are there to specifically look at this? We're not professionals on here. Some may be, some may not be. But the majority of people on here are not professionals in law enforcement, in behavioural studies. And, these people who interviewed Don and Candus, it's their job to do that. And for them to come forward and say Candus is hiding something, she is guilty of something, whether that be guilty knowledge or she's hiding some form of knowledge or blocking it, but then Don is being very open and they don't believe that he knows or had anything to do with it. That should speak volumes. But as time has progressed, there has been other things in the background that has led that information to be shut out. So how can it be that professionals that specialise in looking at these things can have an opinion, but it gets drowned out by YouTube and the court of public opinion study. The buck stops with Candus. We have seen enough. Candus and Summer were together on the day she went missing. For a large proportion of that day, by Candus's own admission, she was with Summer up to the minutes before she noticed that she was missing. So either Candus handed her off to somebody, or Candus was neglectful and Summer wandered off into the path of somebody, or there was a much more complex story that was prearranged, and I would imagine that that was controlled by Candus. I just don't, there's something that doesn't sit right with the dynamic up at 110 Ben Hill Road with Candus, Grandus and Don. If Don was some sort of tyrannical monster looking to control and manipulate and be a narcissist, then why would he allow his adversary, if you like, which would be Grandus, to live on his property? She lives in a motorhome. She can clear off anywhere and go and live anywhere. But up on that hill, we had Grandus, Candus, Don and the children. And Don, he was going to work. He was going to work. So the vast majority of the children's life was with Candus and Grandus. We know that there was things happening in the background. We know that it would appear that the house was looking to be sold at different times. Now, could that be that Grandus and Candus wanted to sell the property up sticks move and they just couldn't do it? And Don kept thwarting that plan, reminding them that it's not possible to do it. Did things spiral out of hand? Did they want to punish Don? The video that we saw of Summer dancing around the for sale barrel, was that in Don's absence? Was that while he was at work? Was the yellow Xterra seen in the background of that? Was that Dudley's truck? Had Dudley driven to Don's and Don subsequently driven them into work? What was Summer doing dancing around a barrel with for sale written on it in an area that was surrounded by registered SOs? Was Candus just so stupid that she didn't realise the risk in doing so? Because of how that would look to someone with those proclivities. But whatever happens, whatever you think, from everything we know and everything we've seen, the buck does stop with Candus Bly. I'll catch you all in the next one.